Okay, we've loaded a whole match up to the system. We've got so much versatility here, the way we can manipulate it. We're playing it at 0.25 speed, and we record over our voice at any speed. But I'm going to show you how we manipulate time and space. And it's not so much the coach needs to know what's going on and break it down, but then he needs to be able to show the player, because if the player can't see it visually, they don't know what to do. So here he's just served, and we see the opponent there. We can't really tell what he's doing. And this is how the normal down court is when you're filming it. And I'm going to show you how you break it down here. And we'll just watch a couple of hits of this point, and I'll break it down and zoom in and show you how we can manipulate time and space, even though on this we can see in slow motion really what's going on, a short ball. Let's break it down. I'll annotate it. Okay, here we go. And I've got the annotation. I'm going to really zoom in so we can see the opponent's return, because you can't see it with this down view unless you really can zoom in, and we can manipulate it with this. And watch as the player serves. Now we can scroll it, and let's watch as the guy makes contact here. And right as the player makes contact, you can see the opponent on the other side getting ready to return. You can see him moving, and we can even zoom in more just to like kind of get his feet there. He's going through his motion. You can see him start to lean with his foot here, and let's watch as he starts to make contact, okay? And so you see that right there. He hasn't even gotten settled yet with his feet. There his left foot moves out, okay? And you can see the ball is crossing the net. Let's watch his footwork on the other side there. Now the ball is just crossing the net. If you looked at Djokovic right now, he'd be picking the ball up, he'd have his balance, and he'd have already his split step, and he'd be pivoted with the racket back. Watch how late this guy is. And this is typical with a lot of players at college level, even top players. There's no pivot, there's no racket back at all. He has no chance to get that. You see the racket is still pointed in the wrong direction. So he has no chance to hit a good return. And look where the ball's going. It's not even that tough of a serve as far as pulling him out, and he can't even respond to that, okay? And so you see right there that he's hit a lousy return, right? And then we can go through. So we can manipulate this back. We can basically zoom back out of it if we wanted, or pause it if we wanted to. And then we can go back, and we can see where the ball is coming on this side of the court. And it gives you all this reference point to really slow it down. And you see here he's floating the ball. And you see this player right here, he's just kind of like just waiting. And you see how he's hitting it. He's not moving into the ball. If the ball went any slower, it would hit him in the head, basically, because he's not moving his feet and he's falling away from the ball. So you can't see this type of stuff. And the other guy's hitting a short ball. You can't see this unless you have the ability to manipulate this time and space back. Here's a short ball, and again, he's not moving up and around and through the ball.